Yo, fight fans. Let's talk about one of the most fascinating storylines in MMA right now. The relationship between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Khamzat Chimaev. Are they brothers in faith? Are they rivals? Or are they just two men who respect each other but can't stand being in the same spotlight? Let's break it all down. Before Khamzat even made his UFC debut, there were already wild rumors floating around. Word was that he flew to Ireland to train with Conor McGregor while Conor was preparing for Khabib. Sounds crazy, right? But here's the truth. Khamzat died fly to Ireland. Only he wasn't there to train with McGregor. He was there to confront him. Why? Because Conor had been disrespecting Chechen fighters, posting sparring footage of himself knocking one out, clowning them online, and of course, insulting Khabib's teammates like Zubaira Tukhugov. That didn't sit well with Khamzat. He literally wanted to pull up, fight Conor in public, and defend the pride of his people. But when he landed in Ireland, immigration stopped him, interrogated him, and sent him back to Sweden. That's how the Khamzat Khabib story really begins. Once Khamzat exploded onto the UFC scene with dominant finishes, the comparisons to Khabib started immediately. Same wrestling-heavy style, same Muslim background, even the same manager at the time. Ali Abdelaziz at first. Khamzat took it as a compliment, he said. I like these guys. Khabib is number one pound for pound.
Is that okay? Do you want those comparisons, or do you not want to be tied to Khabib?
It doesn't matter for me. I like these guys. These guys now pound. I think it's pound. I don't know. It's pound for pound number one. Yeah, I think it's pound for pound number one. He's 28 wins. Yeah.
And Khabib even praised Khamzat too, saying he deserved the spot in the top 10.
So you think he's the real deal?
Of course, he finished all his opponents, What do you think? My opinion, I think he deserved top 10, top 15. My opinion is top 10.
But the MMA world kept talking, the hype kept growing, and Khamzat, he kept winning, and fast. That's when the cracks started to show.
As Khamzat's popularity rose, his personality shifted. At first he was quiet, humble, smashing people in the cage. But then, fans started seeing a new side of him. The Instagram lives with Darren Till, the wild antics, the crazy late-night stories. Suddenly, Khamzat wasn't just a scary wrestler. He was also unpredictable, brash, and loud. That's when the comparisons to Khabib really started to break apart, because Khabib, he's disciplined, religious, reserved, always talking about respect and family. Khamzat, more impulsive, more chaotic, almost like two different worlds. Here's where things get more political. Khamzat formed a close bond with Ramzan Kadyrov, the Chechen leader. Luxury cars, private jets,
lavish dinners,
family dinner. Also, Khabib once had ties with Kadyrov too, but as he became a global superstar, he distanced himself. He didn't want the political backing, and he didn't want the baggage that came with it. Kadyrov didn't like that. He started leaning on Khamzat as the new face of Chechen MMA, even going so far as to downplay Khabib's achievements. And in one famous livestream, Kadyrov called Khabib a UFC project, while praising Khamzat as the real deal. In the same livestream, Khamzat dropped a comment, "We'll smash him too if he wants," and that lit the fire between two. After that comment, fans went crazy. Khabib's supporters flooded social media, calling Khamzat disrespectful. Evan Khabib's cousin, Abubakar, jumped in. He posted about how Khamzat had once called them brothers, and now he was talking about tearing people apart. Khamzat fired back, mocking Abubakar's UFC loss. Things got personal very fast, and at UFC 280, it boiled over. Khamzat and Abubakar got into a physical conversation cage-side. Luckily, it was broken up by the people near them, but the tension was obvious. Khabib's responded to the conflict, saying there's no need to react. and that the people will always talk now. Here's the difference. Khabib never let it get messy. He even downplayed the scuffle with Khamzat's team, saying they hugged it out and moved on. That's a classic Khabib. Disciplined, never letting emotions take over. But the damage was already done. The rivalry was in the air. Other fighters who know both men have talked about this. Bilal Muhammad once said it's like two opposite styles of being Muslim fighters. Khabib preaches discipline, respect, family, obedience to parents. Khamzat is wild. Middle fingers, trash talk, weight misses, partying with Darren Till. Both are proud Muslims, but they live it out in very different ways. And those differences make it hard for them to ever truly click.
Talking about him giving the middle finger. He's talking about him cursing. He's talking about him, oh, money, money, money. And then dude's going to get on the mic and say, Allahu Akbar, I kill everybody. And it's like, bro, yo, dude. Yeah. But like, you're looking at the exact opposite of like Khabib, where he gets on a mic and it's like, oh, be thankful to your parents. You always obey your parents, telling younger kids that. That's somebody you want to look up to. That's, like I said, that's somebody that I looked up to as an adult. And, you know, you just want to represent the religion in that same way that he did. And how all of them are on the same page has been nuts. But then you look at Khamzat, where you got him chilling with Darren Till, you got him driving around. But that's...
Today, you'll see pictures of Khabib and Khamzat shaking hands, smiling together, being respectful. On the surface, they put the beef to rest, but dig deeper, and it feels like they'll never be best friends. There's respect as fighters and as fellow Muslims, sure, but personality-wise, there are oil and water. Some insiders even say part of why Khamzat left Ali Abdelaziz's management team was because of that tension with Khabib camp. So the question remains, are they friends, rivals, or just two men forced to share the same space in MMA history? What's clear is this. Whether they like it or not, Khabib and Khamzat will always be connected. One is the legend who retired undefeated, the symbol of discipline. The other is the wild wolf chasing gold in multiple divisions, unpredictable and dangerous. They don't need to fight each other in the cage, because the contrast in who they are outside of it might be the bigger story. So tell me, what do you think? Are Khabib and Khamzat truly friends? Silent rivals? Or just two paths that were never meant to walk side by side?